Hello, gorgeous students. This tutorial is about investigating brain function. In this tutorial, we are going to study how scientists erased all the difficulties to access the brain and its functions. So, this tutorial will highlight the different brain mapping techniques used to investigate the brain function and detect the abnormalities and disorders of the brain. So, by the end of this tutorial, you guys will be able to explain the different brain mapping techniques. Moreover, you guys will be able to describe the first brain mapping technique, which is the EEG. A quick refresh to your memory, guys, concerning the brain parts. Previously, we have studied that the brain is divided into three main parts: the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the brainstem. We also studied that each region of the brain is responsible for a specific function. For example, the region colored in red is responsible for speaking, and the region colored in green is responsible for vision, and the region colored in yellow is responsible for hearing. But how do we know all these? Have you guys ever asked yourselves, how did scientists locate the exact region of certain brain functions? The answer lies here by the following brain mapping techniques. Number 1, the EEG. Number 2, the CT scan. Number 3, the PET scan. I just want you guys to know that in this tutorial, we will only focus on the first brain mapping technique, which is the EEG. So what is the EEG? EEG is shortcut for electroencephalography, which is a brain mapping technique that uses electrical stimulation in order to identify what different regions of the brain do. So, isn't that weird? Think about it, guys. How can an electrical stimulation help investigate or identify what different regions of the brain do? It is actually possible. EEG uses electrodes that carry weak electric current. Each electrode is responsible for investigating a certain function. Then, these electrodes are spread around the brain of a patient. After that, patients are asked to describe what they feel. For example, an electrode might cause the person to feel an acid taste. If the patient responds to this, so doctors know that this area is responsible for senses. Then, the process continues and doctors continue to ask different questions in order to investigate different regions. Now, this whole process is called non-invasive because it doesn't require a surgery. EEG can also be invasive. When we say invasive, it means that a surgery is required. A surgery is required to open the skull and insert the electrodes internally on the brain. This procedure helps doctors identify the exact location of brain seizures.